Hi everyone. Hello and welcome to week 2 of my 12 weeks of Christmas series. Last week, and I meant to save that card. Last week we made an incredible, sorry, I'm trying to pull myself up on the computer next to me so I can see your guys' comments. Oh, hold on. Let me kill the sound. Okay. Never like that. Okay. So last week we made that really fun flip flap shutter card, which you guys just kind of went crazy for. I could not believe the response I got on YouTube. So thank you guys so much. I'm so glad that you liked it. And so I'm gonna look for more cards like that because I know that you guys love those cards. So I'm gonna look for more cards to make like that. But thank you guys so much for the incredible response. It has been truly incredible this week. So I've really appreciated all of that support. Hang on one second. Hopefully we don't disconnect, but I got to do one thing on my phone. Okay, hopefully we're still there. We still there? Okay, okay, I think we're still there. Thank you all for that incredible response. I hope to bring you more incredible projects. I hope that my projects live up to that first week. This is what we're making today. So I am calling this a triple triangle box, and we're going to talk more about this, but look at, so the side has 3 different little triangle boxes. When you open it up, there are 3 different boxes that you can fit either 3 different treats or the same treat 3 times, however you want to do that. And then we're going to use the Snowy Wonder Bundle to decorate the top of it. So really cute. This was not my original idea. We'll talk about that in just a second, but this is what we are going to make today for week 2. There is so much going on this month. We are now into October, and there's so much going on this month. So I just want to go through everything that's going on this month just really quick. We're just going to take a couple minutes just so that you guys are aware of everything that's happening. So the first up is our amazing kit collection sale. We have every single kit that we have is discounted up to 30% off. Some are discounted a little less than 30%, but there are some that are discounted up to 30% off. So it is an incredible sale. Now our kits make incredible Christmas gifts. So if you are looking to do some early shopping, this is a great time to do it. You can get some of those kits for stock up for Christmas. They make great gifts for anybody who is just starting crafting, for kids. We have some amazing craft kits like that are journals and scrapbooking craft kits. So I think my daughter would love one of those. So I think that these are great. It's a great time to start stocking up on your Christmas gifts. We actually had 2 brand new kits released this month too, so make sure you check those out. But the kids collection is incredible. I love our kits so much. So don't discount on those. Those are amazing kits. Before we get to the stamp sale, let's talk about the starter kit special. This month through October 31st, when you join Stampin' Up, when you join my team, you can choose 155 in product for only $99. So that means that you join Stampin' Up, you become a demonstrator, you get all those fun demonstrator perks like seeing new products early, ordering new products early, getting to go to exclusive demonstrator only events, and so much more. So if you want to join, there's a link in my video description. You can head to that link and join. If you want more information about joining, please let me know. Please reach out and let me know. This is an incredible offer though. 155 in product for only $99. Plus it ships for free. So it is a fantastic offer that you definitely do not want to miss out on. So take advantage of that this month as well, especially if you are... if you're a little budget conscious with your stamp purchases like me, of course, you also get that discount as a demonstrator. So it does help. All right, now tomorrow, today is the 6th, right? Yeah, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week, starting tomorrow, going through Wednesday, it is a huge stamp sale. 15% off all stamp sets from the annual catalog. I don't have mine in hand to show you guys, but every single stamp set in the annual catalog will be discounted 15% off. Now, if you want a stamp set that's part of a bundle, you will have to order the stamp set separately so you get that 15% off, and then order the dies separately. Don't order them in a bundle because you won't get that 15% off in that bundle price. But if you want to save on that, you can. Now, I haven't done the math to see if it's cheaper to get the bundle. The bundles are discounted 10%. Stamp set's 15%, I'm not sure. So you can do the math, but every single stamp set in our annual catalog will be discounted 15% off 3 days only. You can shop my online store. I do have a host code and a link to shop my online store in the video description, so you can head there and do that. All right, I have a couple of classes just to remind you guys about. My Reindeer Fun Stamp-A-Stack. Friday is the last day to RSVP for this. I don't think there's a link in the video description. I will try to add one in as soon as the video is done. But you're going to make 12 cards, 3 each of every one of these designs. The class includes a half a package of the Reindeer Days DSP. You're going to get a full roll of the candy or the real red and white baker's twine, as well as a full package of the Druzy dots, the Druzy embellishments. So last day to RSVP for this one is on Friday. So don't miss that one. And then starting this week, I have a brand new class to go. This is a class to go you can earn by placing orders in my online store. So if you're taking advantage of that stamp set sale over the next 3 days, this is the class to go I am featuring on my blog this month. So it features the More Than Autumn bundle. These are the 4 cards that I'll be featuring this week on my blog. You have until October 16th to place an order in my online store. The order needs to be a minimum of $50 to earn the class for free, and all the details with that class to go will be on my blog tomorrow when video 1 launches. Okay, I think that is it. If you are watching this on YouTube, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. If you are watching this on Facebook, please share this with your crafty friends. Maybe leave me a comment. Hello. I'm so glad you guys are watching. And, you know, share this with your crafty friends. I'd love, love, love to reach out to more people. That's how my business grows, and it's completely free for you, so it doesn't cost you anything. Okay, let's jump into the project today. So like I said, this is what we're making today, this triple triangle box. Now, I saw this box by Julie D'Amadio. I was so intrigued by it because I had never seen anything like it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna have to make that. It is so stinking adorable. So thank you to Julie D'Amadio for sharing the instructions for this. So I made it Christmassy. We're gonna do our own thing on this, but it opens up and there are 3 different boxes, 3 different little pyramid triangle boxes, whatever you want to call them. So you can put treats inside all 3 boxes, and you can put the same treat inside each box. You can put different treats. So I think that the Hershey Nuggets would fit great in here. Hershey Kisses would fit great. The little fun-sized candy bars would probably fit in here. So because none of those are Christmas themed and available in the stores right now, I just put a roll of cash in each of my little boxes. So in each of my boxes, there is a little roll of cash. So that fits too, which I think everybody would appreciate some cash. So that also fits in here. Now the cash is kind of a tight squeeze. You do have to put it in diagonally, but it does fit in there, and then the box just rolls back up just like this. This would be great to stick in someone's stocking. This would be a super cute gift to put on somebody's desk at work or in the boxes of some teachers. So once Christmas candy is out in the store, I will see what else fits in here, but Hershey Kisses will for sure fit, and Hershey Kisses always has some amazing Christmas flavors. So we'll definitely try that. Okay, so let's get started on our boxes. So we're going to start on these little triangle boxes, okay? I am using, so the bundle that I'm going to feature today, this is a Snowy Wonder bundle. This is in our mini catalog. I absolutely love this bundle. I love the little snow globe look, but this little penguin is my favorite. I absolutely love him. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to feature that bundle. And so I am using the DSP that goes along with it, and that is the Snowy Scenes DSP. I don't have a lot of this left because I have used a lot of it. But I love these patterns, like this snowflake pattern, this little stripe pattern. These little penguins are so adorable. There's candy canes. There's trees. This paper, I think, is my absolute favorite. This holly paper. And, yeah, that back side. So, oh, there's more. More that didn't get pulled out. These little houses. I mean, it is just so adorable, this DSP. So, check that out in our mini catalog. Now, for the boxes, you will need 3 pieces. So, we're going to use this kind of plaid pattern. You want a paper that is going to be non-directional, which is why I want this one. You don't want like the little penguins that need to be, you know, facing up. You want something that's non-directional, and you will need 3 pieces of it. And I already have one that's already trimmed up. So I'm going to show you how we're going to trim this up, but you're going to do all 3 of them exactly the same. So we're going to do 2 together. And then I already have one ready to go, so we kind of know what we're aiming for on that. So let's get our Simply Scored out. And you're going to score all of these exactly the same. Just like I said, now they are 6 by 6. So a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock will work, or piece DSP will work great. You'll be able to get all 3 of them out of that. If you're using 6 by 6 DSP, it's already trimmed perfectly. So 6 by 6 DSP, on one side, we're going to score at 1 3/4 on each side. So 1 3/4, I'm going to rotate it all the way around. We're going to do 1 3/4 on this side. Then we're going to turn it the other way, so our score lines are going this way. This pattern is going to be really hard to see the score lines. We might have to turn it over to see the score lines. But on the other side, so those 2 1 3/4 inch score lines are going horizontal now. So on the other side, we're going to score it 1 3/4, 3 1/2, and 5 1/4. Now all of the measurements are in the video description, so you don't have to worry about writing anything down. They will all be on my blog a little bit later as well. Okay, so we're going to do the other one exactly the same. So because it's a 6 by 6 square, it doesn't matter what side we start with. Score 1 3/4, turn it all the way around, do 1 3/4 on this side. And then we're going to turn it, so our 2 1 3/4 inch lines are going horizontal. And we're going to score it at 1 3/4, 3 1/2, and 5 1/4. Okay, so you would do that with your third one as well. Now, before we put away our Simply Scored, there's just one more thing that I want to score, and that is our little, our outside piece, or pool party piece that kind of wraps around and covers those boxes. So this piece is 2 1/2 by 10 3/8. I'm sorry, 2 1/2 by 10 3/8. And we are going to score on the long side, we're going to score it 1 7/8, 3 3/4, 5 5/8, and 9 3/8. Now I know that's a lot of measurements that I just gave you, so check the video description. All the measurements are there, as well as they'll be on my blog in just a little bit. So we're going to set this pool party piece aside. I just wanted to get the scoring of that one out of the way. So let's bring back our pieces for our boxes. Again, you're going to need 3 of them, but I already have one ready to go, so we know what this is going to look like. So I hope you can kind of see the score lines on this side. Let's go ahead and fold and burnish them so we can see them a little bit better. I love this plaid pattern so much, but it's very hard to see the score lines, and the lines are not straight, so it's not, these lines are kind of crooked. So it's a little bit more difficult to make sure that you have things straight. So check the other side just to make sure. But okay, so we're going to fold and burnish on all of these score lines. So we're going to work with one at a time. So I'm actually going to put this one off to the side. We'll come back to that one in a minute. So we have our little piece all folded and burnished. Hopefully you can kind of see those score lines now. I'm actually going to trim it from this side, from the snowman side, because I'll be able to see it better. So this is what we're aiming to do. So we have our box, we have the side that we scored the 3 score lines on. There is a 3/4 inch tab on this side. So I'm actually going to turn this and turn it so my 3/4 inch tab is facing me so that I can do some trimming. So I'm going to cut up the 2 lines on each side to that second score line. So let's see, can I see these lines? You guys, I'm getting to the point I need to wear readers to see and cut these. It's just that, it's that time of, that cycle of life, I guess. Okay, so we have these 2. I'm going to fold this middle section out of the way. That's going to be like our lid for our box. I'm going to fold that out of the way. And I am going to just eyeball this tab like in half and just cut it like that. And then I'm going to go in and angle cut these just to remove a little bit of the bulk. So we're going to end up with like a little tab like that. So we're going to do the same thing up here. I'll move this out of the way so we can see a little better. Just eyeball half. If you want to stick it in your trimmer and cut it in half, you can. It's just a glue tab, so it's going to get glued inside. Nobody's ever going to see it, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so this is one part of our box. I'm going to turn it the other way so that the side is facing me. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut up the score lines on this side to that first horizontal score line this time. Excuse me. And fold the middle section out of the way. And then we're just going to trim these in half, eyeball them for half. You don't necessarily need to trim them in half, but the smaller tabs do make it a little bit easier to work with. Okay, so that is one box. Now we're going to do a little bit of punching on this. So I have a corner rounder punch, so whatever corner rounder punch you have, and I am punching the corners of that 3/4 inch tab here. There, you know what? Yeah, thanks. I don't have trouble I do need to use them to read. I have found that when I do read, I have to put on my little readers that I got. But I'm finding I have to use them for when I'm doing this stuff too, when I'm trimming lines, which drives me crazy. So I have a pair in my living room, and I have a pair in my bedroom, and now I have to put a pair in my office now so that I can see all these score lines. It's crazy. What happens when we get older? It's crazy, guys, right? All right. So we corner rounded that 3/4 inch tab, and now I just have a 1/2 inch circle tab, and on the opposite side where we corner rounded, so this side here, I'm just going to go in about halfway, and I'm eyeballing this too. Now if you want to get out a ruler, find center, do all that, that's fine. I'm just going to eyeball this. You know, if you give somebody a little treat box, they're not going to get out rulers and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe they didn't make that perfect. So it is a homemade box. That's my theory anyway. So that is the trimming of this one. So we have 2 of our boxes. So we have the rounded corners. We have the little notch on this side. So we have 2 of our boxes. So we're going to do with exactly the same thing one more time. So let me get out my bone folder. Welcome to the club. Yeah, yep, here I am. So it's all right. That's what happens, right? All right, so folding on all of the score lines, just burnishing on all of these score lines. Okay, these score lines are... Next time we make a box, I'm bringing in the glasses, guys. All right, we have the score lines ready to go. I'm going to start with that 3/4 inch tab facing me. We're going to cut up the score lines to that second score line, to that second horizontal score line. Oh my gosh, even on this side, I'm having trouble seeing. Okay. Can I see it better on this side? We'll see. We'll see how this goes. It's all right. It'll work out. All right, fold that middle section in, and we're going to just eyeball these in half. Eyeball that. All right, and then just trim off these. And I'm doing kind of harsh angles here. Sometimes I do smaller angles, sometimes I do bigger angles. For this little triangle box, the less bulk you have in the box, the better. So I'm doing kind of a wide cut, a wide angle cut on that. All right, flip it around. Do it on the other side. I cannot, no, can't even, I'm not even gonna try to see them on that side. All right. And so yesterday was World Card Making Day. You guys make cards yesterday? I actually had a class yesterday. I had my in-person class yesterday for October. If you're in the Albuquerque area and you want more information about how to attend one of my classes, please give me a message. I would love to have you attend. It was such a fun class yesterday. We made Christmas fun fold cards, and it was just really fun to do it on World Card Making Day with my friends. So that was a lot of fun. All right, let me move all this trash out of the way. All right, now we're going to get out our punches again. We are going to corner round that 3/4 inch tab. We're going to corner around that on each side, and then we're going to, on the opposite side, we're going to use our 1/2 inch circle tab, circle punch for that finger notch. The finger notch does help. My first one that I made, I didn't use the finger notch, or I didn't do the little punch for the finger notch, and I realized that finger notch does help open those boxes. Okay, so we have all 3 of our boxes ready to go. So let's start assembling them. Now they're all going to assemble the exact same way. So on all of these little tabs that we notched, all 4 of these tabs, we're going to put some adhesive. I am going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. You're going to want to use a really strong adhesive, so Stampin' Seal Plus, Tear and Tape, our Tombow liquid glue, whatever super strong adhesive you want to use, make sure that it is going to be really strong. Okay, so on all 4 of those tabs, we have our adhesive. So I'm going to take this score edge here, score line here, and match it up with the cut edge. So we're just going to go around, give that a good press on all 4 sides, just like that. So the score line will go to the cut edge, just like that. Okay, now this is going to turn into a little triangle box. We didn't add any score lines to the side, but our DSP is thin enough that if you just give it a little press with your index fingers and just pinch it with your thumb and your middle finger, it will just go into that triangle shape all on its own, just like that. Now the first time that you do your little tab, if you find that you're having trouble getting those little tabs in, you might need to just trim off a little edge here. It might be that it's just a little too wide to fit in, so you might just need to trim off a little edge just to get it to fit in there. The first time is the hardest time I have found, but once you get them in, they are good to go. Just kind of slide that in, just like that. Perfect. There we go. Once you get it in, you just have to, that first time is the hardest. You just have to tell that paper, I'm the boss. You're going to do what I want you to do. Please go in. And so that will make your little triangle box. So let's do that 2 more times. So adhesive on all 4 tabs. And we're going to line up the score lines with the cut edges all the way around. Right now in Albuquerque, I'm going to tell you guys what's going on in Albuquerque right now. So we have our International Balloon Fiesta going on right now. So hot air balloons every morning in the sky for the next week. And I love the Balloon Fiesta. I don't necessarily enjoy being there with the, 100,000 people that are there, but I love seeing it in the sky from my house. It's so pretty. I love it. All right, so we're going to pinch the sides. I pushed in with my index fingers, pinched it, and kind of fold that over, and then we will tuck this one in. Oh, that one went in much easier. It saw what I did to the other one, and it was like, yes, I will obey. So we have 2 little boxes ready to go. This would make such a cute little gift for your coworkers. So if you have coworkers, just leave it on their desk one day. I think they would love that. Fill it with some little treats that they love. It would be so cute. I would love to receive one of these. It would also make a good stocking stuffer. Like I said, in mine, I just put little rolls of cash in mine. I think that my children would absolutely love to receive some rolls of cash in a gift box, so it would be perfect for them. All right, so we adhered all 4 sides. Push in the sides, pinch, and then we'll tuck in our tab. And that one went in super easy too. Perfect. All right, so we have our little triple boxes here ready to go. All right, I'm actually going to, let's, should we assemble? No, let's set these boxes aside. Let's move on to our, bring out our pool party piece. All right, let's grab our bone folder, and we're gonna burnish on all of the score lines that we made on that pool party piece. All right, now this longest piece here, this is gonna be the top. So if I open this up, we can kind of see how this is gonna go. So we have a little flap here. This is going to be our little closure flap. Then we have the top, then we have the sides. This little middle piece is the bottom. These 3 are the same side. So this one's the bottom. So we're going to actually adhere some DSP on this. Before we do though, let's grab our corner rounder again. And on this little flap, I'm just going to round the corners. Now it is kind of crucial to round the corners on your little boxes. This is a little bit more optional on this one, but I like the rounded look, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm using the same DSP pattern. If you wanted to mix it up and use a different DSP, you absolutely could, of course. But I'm going to lay these out where they're going to go. So we have, for our little flap here, we have a piece that is 2 1/4 by 3/4. For our lid, we have a piece that is 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. And then for our the front and back, we have 2 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 1 5/8. I'm not putting a piece on the bottom. You could if you want. You would need to cut a piece that is the exact same size as this. You need 3 that are 2 1/4 by 1 5/8. But I'm not going to put one on the bottom. So this little tab, we are going to corner around this one too. Just 2 corners on this one. Oops, that's the wrong punch. Where'd my corner? Oh, here it is. We're going to corner around these, just like this, because I want it to match that same edge. So let's go ahead and start adhering these down. The other ones we don't need to worry about corner rounding. They are all just rectangles, so they'll go on just in the right exact place. You can put on your DSP after you assemble your box too, but I find it's just easier to do it when it's laying flat. Okay, final piece. All right, now let's grab our boxes. We're gonna flip this over. We're gonna grab our boxes. Now in all 3 of these little segments here, we're gonna put 1 box. So grab your 3 boxes. And for this, I am gonna use my liquid glue because it's gonna give me a little bit of time to kind of wiggle it around to make sure that it's exactly in place. You want to make sure that all the boxes are opening in the same direction. So whether the little notch is on the left or the right, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure that they're all opening in the same direction. So some adhesive on the bottom of this. And then you're just going to line it up right between the score lines. And it should go all the way to the edge of the cardstock this way. Okay, so this way, and then it's just lined up between the score lines. Can you guys see that? Perfect. Let's just give that a second for the glue to set, and we're going to do the second one. A little bit of glue. Oh, make sure that they open the same way. Now, it doesn't matter. I mean, they'll still open if you put them on the opposite way. I think it's just prettier if they all open the same direction. Okay, and our last one. The last one it will go between the score line and the edge of the cardstock here. So that will go on like this. Just kind of right up to the edge of the cardstock. Okay, so that is our 3 little boxes. Just give them a little press on that side. And close up my glue. So I'm going to set this aside to dry completely. I don't want to start maneuvering it together until all of that liquid glue is dry. So for now, we'll just set that aside and we'll move along to our stamping. Okay, now I've already done most of the die cutting. Well, all of the die cutting actually. And I've done some of the stamping as well. So from the Snowy Wonder dies, so I just have the smaller snow globe. So you have this little oval snow globe, and then you have the more round snow globe. We're using the oval one. It fits better on our box. I have 1 die cut from Pool Party, 1 die cut from Basic White, and I have 1 die cut from a window sheet. And this is just going to give us that like glassy look to the snow globe. So I'm going to put this, we're going to use the window sheet one last. So I'm going to put this aside so hopefully I don't lose it. And then we have our white one and our Pool Party one. Now the only reason I die cut the Pool Party one because I wanted our little penguin to have something to stand on. So I die cut the Pool Party one, and I'm just going to tear off maybe like 3/4 of an inch on the bottom. So we're going to use this piece, and I'm just going to adhere that to the bottom of our snow globe here. And that will just give our little penguin just a little bit of room to stand on so he's not kind of floating in the snow globe. Okay. And then, actually, no, I don't want to glue that on yet. Also from the dies, I have die cut 3 of these Pool Party snowflakes. So they are beautiful little snowflakes. Now, what I would recommend to you is that when you die cut these, before you die cut them, put an adhesive sheet on the back. I did not do that with mine because I was just trying to get these die cut. So I'm going to use liquid glue, but I would definitely recommend using an adhesive sheet because liquid glue can get messy, and we'll see how this goes. So I'm just putting a little bit just kind of on the corner, and I am going to just stick that on kind of the top left corner there. I'm going to do the same with this one. Just a little bit of glue. I don't want to use too much because I don't want it to like ooze out. And put one over here. My hand's already sticky. Right. And now I'm going to glue on our little clear cover for the front, just like this. Wait, did I put it? No, we're going to put our penguin on under it. Hello. All right, we're going to save one of the snowflakes. I'm going to put them over there. Now I have already stamped my snowflake. I did that in Pretty Peacock ink. And I am just going to take a pumpkin pie Stampin' Blend and just color in his beak and his little feet. You can also do this with a Stampin' Rite marker, pumpkin pie, either, whatever you have. We're just going to color in his beak and his feet. And then we're going to glue him on. All right, so a little bit of glue on the back of him. And we're just going to have him standing right above the little snow. Just like that. Now we're going to come in. And I'm just going to put adhesive just along the bottom of our snow globe because we're going to end up covering that part up. And I'm just going to line this up. It's all die cut from the same die, so they are exactly the same size. Just line that up. And I'm going to take my scissors and just trim off any of those excess little snowflake edges. Just like that. And we have part of our snow globe ready to go. So I'm going to let that dry. Actually, while it's drying, let's just go ahead and stick this one on too. So I'm going to stick this one on the front just for a little bit of extra dimension. And we're not going to cut the edges off of this one. It's just going to kind of hang off the edge, just like that. Just for a little bit of added dimension. Okay, perfect. All right, let me get all my little trash out of the way. All right, let's do some stamping. We are going to stamp our greeting. So I have already die cut the base of my snow globe out of pecan pie. And I have the greeting here, the season's greetings. And I actually want to kind of curve this so that it's the same shape as our bottom of the snow globe. So I'm going to put my block over it and I'm going to lay it down and I'm going to start on one side, and hopefully I can do this with the camera, and I'm just going to curve it. Our photopolymer stamps, because they're photopolymer, you can easily curve them. Can you guys tell that it's curved? I'm going to curve it a little bit more on this side. You can easily kind of maneuver them, move them around to fit exactly what you need to fit. I'm going to move this side up just a little more curve on that side. So I think you can see that. Oh, it didn't want to stay. I didn't press it down. There we go. I think that's pretty good. So we have just the slightest little curve. It's not real defined. It's just a little curve. And we're going to do some heat embossing. I'm going to heat emboss this with white. This video is going on really for a long time. Sorry, guys. I try to keep these videos to not be so long, but sometimes the intricate boxes take a little bit longer. All right, so I just used my embossing buddy on my card here, and that's going to make sure that we don't get embossing powder where we don't want it. I'm using Versamark ink. I'm going to ink that up, and we're just going to stamp our season's greetings onto the, hold on. We didn't get it all the way. Let's flip it over. We'll do the other side. We'll try again. I didn't press hard enough on the greetings part. Okay. Season's greetings. I was worried more about lining it up than pressing it. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Close up your ink pad before you bring in your embossing powder. I one time dropped an entire package of gold embossing powder on my open Versamark pad, so both were ruined at that point. Now my embossing buddy that I use to get rid of the static is from the embossing toolkit, embossing additions kit. And Also included in that embossing editions kit is this little paintbrush. So if you happen to get little strays where you don't want them, you can use the brush. The brush is also for using the little tray that comes with it. Just push it back into your container. I keep all my embossing powders in little containers like this with little scoops, so it's just easier that way. All right, and I am going to grab my tweezers, if I can find my tweezers. There are tweezers in the embossing editions kit as well, but I don't know where those are right now, so I'm going to use just different tweezers. But because this is a small piece, I don't want to burn my hand. So bring in your heat tool, and it's ready to go. I'm actually going to turn it on and heat it up off the paper for just a few seconds. The hotter it is when you start embossing, the quicker it's going to emboss. So, and then once you bring it to your paper, the powder will turn to a glossy, bright white, and that is how you know it's done. I don't know if you guys are kind of seeing the magic happen. And once it's all that beautiful, glossy, bright white, then you just turn your heat tool off and you're done. You're ready to go. I'm going to give this just a second to cool before we start messing with it. All right, I'm going to grab my liquid glue again, just along the very top of the snow globe here. I'm going to just put a little bit of liquid glue, and we're going to adhere that to our snow globe. So now we have a completed snow globe. Isn't that adorable? So cute. I love it. Okay, we have two more things to add. We have our little, also from that Snowy Wonder stamp set, I stamped a little holly leaf in garden green, and then I stamped the berries, and I used Poppy Parade, but I stamped off on scratch paper first, so this is second generation Poppy Parade. I just wanted a lighter color there. And so for this, we're just going to use some liquid glue, and we're just going to stick this right on the corner. My little leaves, I'm just going to put some adhesive just on the little stem, and we will just pop that right under, just like that. So sweet. Isn't that little snow globe just the cutest? All right, this one we are going to turn over and grab some dimensionals. Hold on, I didn't get these out. Here we go. Grab some dimensionals, and we're going to cover the back with dimensionals, and I'm going to make sure that I kind of overhang that base too. And we're going to peel off the backings of all of these, and then we're almost done. I'm going to set this aside. We're not ready to adhere that just yet. Let's bring back our box. Everything should be nice and dry by now. So this is going to fold up just like that. Isn't that fun? So they just kind of squish together to make like a, what is this, like a half hexagon? And then this folds over like this. Now to keep it closed, you can use little magnets. I'm going to use just a little Velcro dot. I just got these little Velcro dots at a craft store. So just a little Velcro dot. I'm going to peel off the backing of like the white side of it. And I'm going to put that down. Just make sure it's nice and stuck. I'll peel off the other backing. We'll fold up our box. Make sure everything is lined up, and then fold that over. Got a really good little press. Gently pull that apart for the first time. Just give that a little press and make sure that's nice and stuck. And I like to put like the clear side on this side. So we have the white fuzzy side on this side, and then the other side of the Velcro. And that way, because this side is less detectable, so you don't lose anything from that DSP. So that will stay nice and secure, just like that. All right, let's add some ribbon. This is our Pool Party Pom-Pom ribbon. So I'm just going to wrap that around the inside, and we will tie a bow. We're going to tie a bow, you guys. You guys know how I feel about tying bows on camera. It never goes well. So we're going to tie a bow. This ribbon is so much fun. I think it's so unique. It's perfect for 3D projects like this, because it's a little bulky for a card. I'm not sure that I would use it on a card. It's a little bulky, but I love it for these 3D projects. If you use it flat on a card, I think it would be really cute. Okay. not so bad. It's not perfect, but it's not so bad. We're gonna just trim off the ends here. Shorten this one just a little bit. All right. It's not so bad, but it's okay. It'll work. I'm just gonna slide it down just a little bit. It's a nice big fluffy bow. Okay, I'm not gonna finagle with the bow. All right, so we're gonna close that up, and then we'll just stick our little snow globe guy right on top. Open this up and make sure all those dimensionals got adhered down. All right, and that completes it. That is our sweet little triple triangle box. So you guys will have to let me know what you think of this box. Do you guys love this box? Do you have somebody in mind that you would make this for? What would you put inside the little treat boxes, those little triangle boxes? As soon as I get some Christmas candy, I will try out what fits in here. But I'm guarantee a little handful of Hershey Kisses will fit in each one. Some Hershey Nuggets. In mine, like I said, oh, this is the one we just made. There's nothing in that box. In mine, I have just some rolls of cash in each one. So however you want to make this little box, I would love to know what you put in it. Okay, guys, that is it for week 2. I will be back next week for week 3. I think we'll be doing another really fun treat box, so you don't want to miss week 3. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week, I do have that new More Than Autumn class to go launching on my blog, so there'll be 4 videos posting Monday through Thursday. And if you have any questions on anything, we have that amazing join special. The stamp set sale is only through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Check that out in my online store. And if you have questions on anything else, please don't hesitate to let me know. I hope you guys love this little treat box. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.